All right, check here. You got any questions? Don't see any questions. All right, let's press on. Number 4, natural business reviews. Now, the word natural is in quotes here because you can only ask your mom and your kids and your friends and your relatives and your cousins, so many times, right? Before you kind of run out of that audience. Eventually, you're going to need actual reviews from actual customers. So that's why I put natural in here. And the system, especially Google, but Facebook has what they call now recommendations. LinkedIn has recommendations. Yelp has a review section. A lot of these sites have an area where you can leave a review. They are getting pretty smart about whether it's natural or whether it's you ask somebody to do it. And typically the mom ones are over the top. This is the best business ever. I just love these guys. And most customers aren't going to talk like that. They might still love you, but they're not going to be over the top multiple times in one little review, if that makes sense. So some interesting facts about reviews. 85% of people read online reviews, according to a 2013 survey. I'd say that number is definitely still true, especially when I watch my wife. She is huge into reading reviews before purchasing something, before booking a hotel, before calling a business. And so it's just incredible. 20% of an increase of overall satisfaction rating by 1 star, depending on if it's a 5-star basis, has shown an increase in sales by about 20% as well. So going from 1 to 2 stars doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a thing. Obviously, 4 and 5 stars is where everybody wants to be, but not everybody's at that. So overall, people definitely trust reviews by far. Here's an example of a search. This is a search for, I think it was for blinds in St. Louis or something like that. But here we see these guys got 4.8 average over 50 reviews. These guys have a 5.0 average 2 reviews, and these guys got no reviews. So just from that information alone, most people are going to click on the first result. 50 reviews with an average 4.8, all the stars are lit up. Pretty obvious that just getting those reviews is going to drive more reviews. Quite honestly, more calls, more people clicking on that result. Now, I can also see that this first location has uploaded pictures. We talked about that earlier. They've uploaded pictures. The second location has not. So Google's just showing like this little pin with some roads around it. So there are some advantages of optimizing that Google profile for sure, and optimizing getting those reviews. Now, Google's done a good job, particularly within the last year or two, on fake reviews. There was a period where people could leave reviews over and over, especially 1-star reviews about a business, and basically sabotage, a competitor or something like that. But Google's done a really good job of filtering those out, understanding which ones are fake, which ones are real, even to the point of understanding different phrasing that your mom would use versus what a real customer would use. So they've really gone a pretty far way with kind of filtering these out. And the other systems have as well: Facebook, Yelp, City Search is a big one, Yahoo Local, that kind of thing. So what are some ways that you can use this for your own system? Well, here's a couple. First of all, don't incentivize your clients. So you can't say, hey, leave us a review and we'll give you a $25 Applebee's card. That direct incentive to leave a review is actually against pretty much all of the website terms of service places. So you don't want to do that. Don't ask your mom, cousin, spouse, or friends to leave a review because they're going to be over the top. The only way you could get away with this, I guess, is, there's still legit reviews, kinda, but you could write them for them and not be so over the top, although you're going to tend to still talk about yourself great, right? I mean, who wouldn't, right? The best way is really just get those review requests out there. And interesting here, what is this? Bullet number 3, linking to several options. So one of the things that we do for our clients is send people to a Review Us type page on our website, and that Review Us page has links to Google, Facebook, Yelp, City Search, Yahoo Local, 4 or 5 different websites. Houzz is another one, and gives them a choice of where they would like to leave the review. This helps with making it look more natural, because you're not getting 10 reviews in 10 days all on Google, right? You're getting them spread out. This is a great way to do it by building this Review Us type page. And the last thing, once again, this was talked about a lot in the Google My Business training, but that's your NAP, or your name, address, phone number. It's important that you make sure that these are the same across all different platforms, and there's hundreds of them. There are services like Moz Local that can help with this, M-O-Z. Just type in Moz Local. Yext is another big one, Y-E-X-T. And again, I go into this in a little bit more detail in that other training. I do have a way that you can check your current review system, your current score, and you just go to reviews.wtmarketingpros.com. You can plug in your website there or your business name there, and it will check across all these different systems and tell you, does your name, address, phone number match up? Are you getting reviews? Are they good reviews? Are they bad reviews? So some pretty cool stuff you can do there, absolutely at no cost to you. All right, last, and it looks like we're running down on time anyway, so the last thing is HTTPS, and the S is the important piece here. So S means secure, and this is something that, again, Google came out maybe about 2 years ago, maybe longer, maybe 3, and said sites that are secure are going to rank higher than sites that are not secure. So when SSL certificates first came out, they were pretty much for e-commerce sites, because you're exchanging information, personal information, credit card information, that kind of stuff. But now Google is saying every site needs to be secure, and we don't want any data transfer happening on non-secure sites. So we saw in that previous example, and now on this one, Google Chrome has actually started to label sites as not secure. And this is not a good thing. You're going to lose rankings in the search engines if your site's not secure. So that needs to be done, and you get an SSL certificate from your hosting company. Some hosting companies are charging for this. I've owned a hosting company for 22 years now, and we give our SSL certificates away free with every hosting account. So it just depends on who you're hosting with at the time, but you definitely need to contact them about an SSL certificate, which is probably going to cost between free and $120 a year, something like that. So obviously free is better, but not all hosting companies are doing that. So all right,